Guys, welcome back. We're gonna do a very, very long rant video. For those of you that like my rant videos, in my opinion, this is gonna be me definitely, absolutely telling it like it is, unedited. I'm even probably gonna upset some people. I'm gonna go all across the board. We're gonna start on the current quality of VR games and the amount of just utter garbage that is being released on a daily basis into the Steam market. Don't even get me started on the normal Steam market. Let's just focus on VR. VR alone has gotten to a point where I, about a month ago, stopped checking for releases because everything sucked. Everything was so bad on a daily basis. Nothing was interesting. Nothing was ever interesting, and everybody wanted $5 to $30 for their, game that they had just created. It's super bare bones. It's really not fun. It's super early accessy, and it just became incredibly disappointing. Now, yeah, there are some gems that are being released here and there, like Smashbox. They definitely are, working on their game. Sorrento VR, they already have a new patch. We have the normal AAA titles. But there's stuff that's getting hidden and lost, and I think the image of VR as a whole, it doesn't look as good because you just are releasing all this constant garbage. And I started asking around at how many people were actually checking for new titles, and they were even checking even less. So I asked over 5 people their frequency on titles, and they all said the same thing. That was just 5 random people, so I was very surprised to see that the current quality of titles that are coming out in VR are causing us to be less interested and look less. Now, right now, I've got a game that I was playing in the background that's really inspired this video. I've been wanting to actually do this video for about 2 months, but it's gotten to the point now where I feel it's kind of hard to disagree with me. And we're going to elaborate on this, so if you don't agree with me right now, you kind of have to watch this whole video and see all my points. So Brutal Legend, I noticed popped up, or Brutal Warrior, and it's a $15 game, and it's on, its launch sale for $8.99. And it's about the most dirty hippie thing that I've ever seen in my life. This literally looks like you just figured out how to build a game. You spent maybe an evening or a weekend making a game, and you decided you're going to make a real quick icon for it. Again, this is called Brutal Warrior. You can look at it in the comments below as I'm talking about this and look over their Steam page. There's no description other than Brutal Warrior is a brawler action game. Okay, Brutal Warrior. Let's learn more about this game that they want $8.99 for. Climbing's like $10. About the game, Brutal Warrior is a brawler action game for the PC and VR. It features 6 levels, 30 different enemies, 4 types of punches, you guys, 3 types of kicks, many combinations of punches and kicks, drop kick, knife, and sword. Oh joy. Anyways, we're going to test this out at the end of the video. We already know where this is going. I already know what's going on. So as a VR developer, I think people are abusing the shit out of this early access thing. I have bought tons and tons, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, probably maybe close to $1,000 worth of early access games over the years. And I believe out of 100% of those, less than 10% end up becoming anything. I also believe less than 10% of those end up actually even adding any amount of content to their game whatsoever. They stay pretty dirty hippie for a long time. Yeah, there's great examples of wonderful early access titles. That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about the heavy fucking clusterfuck of shit that's not any good, that's just being funneled down our throats. Just because you learned how to make a Unity game about a month ago doesn't mean you should be selling it on Steam this month for $15. Compound, Derail Valley, there's Gorn, and the Exuberance game, all the different free contents that are amazing free content people are literally giving away to get their name out there and get their studio, get recognized, and you want like 5 to like 10, 20, $30 for some of these experiences? Blowing my mind, the audacity that people have to ask for this. I was joking around last night, and I'm kind of serious, so anybody that wants to partner with me making games, if it's this easy, I'll do all the media, social marketing, I'll make the game videos and stuff. My first idea is breathing air in a room in VR. We'll just create a room in Unity, And that's it. There you go. You're, whoa, you know, and then you'll see all the other YouTubers that are like, you know, playing the game, and you'll see the typical, oh my god, look at this, you guys, you know, because too many people are playing these shitty games and just acting like it's the most amazing thing ever. And then I look like an asshole because I'm actually giving an honest opinion on most of this shit. There's a ton of stuff, you guys, that I get sent that never even fucking makes it on the channel. I'd love to show your game on the channel, but it's just not good. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, whoa, look, guys, you know, I'm playing in VR. That's not fun. That's why, if you notice, the last month I focused more on editing, making quality videos. My golf video, I tried to make sure like I edited every single shot into that. Anyways, we're touching on a lot of different subjects here, but I'm tired of also, you know, some other YouTubers, I'm not going to name names, I think there's just a lot of people doing it in general. Stop making this garbage look so great. Do you realize that when you don't ever give an honest opinion, you do lose credibility? You have people, for sure, you have people. And I'm not singling this out at anybody, but you lose credibility when you're the guy that likes everything. So that's it. You just like everything. We never really know what's good or what's bad because every time you play it, it's like, whoa, whoa. So that's why even if I have an experience that I don't like, and it's a popular opinion, I try to put those up too, like my Arizona Sunshine video, Knockout League. People seem to love Knockout League. I think it's terrible. Serious Sam. I can't believe the audacity that a company would take bare bones shit like that and throw it down our throats twice for $40 a pop. Come on, I don't get anybody that enjoys Serious Sam whatsoever on that level, but I'm not afraid of saying it. See, that's the thing. So it would be great if some other tubers and stuff, if they happen to watch this video, stop acting like everything is so goddamn amazing all the time when you know it's shit. You know it's shit. Now back on the developer side, this has just got to stop. When we go into the Steam VR store, for example, and if your game pops up right now, I'm sorry. If I happen to mention your game as an example and it turns out to be actually something that's really good, I'm sorry. I'm trying to point out a trend that's getting really annoying. Here's a good one, for example, that popped up as well. Those Damn Aliens VR. If you made that game, I'm sorry, man. I definitely checked that out. Is one of those games where it didn't even make it to the channel. I'm not going to sit here and show you guys gameplay of these awesome games when it's just, it isn't awesome. And I'm not going to sit there and fake it and lie. PewDiePie was actually inspiring me to, you know, talk about this. He was saying out in his early videos he did try to do that exaggeration. My thing is I don't want to play games anymore that I'm not legitimately having fun or anything like that. So when you see me having fun, it's real fun. Anyways, back to this. Again, Those Damn Aliens VR, and he wants $6.39 on sale. It's normally $8, and it's just really basic. You've got like some aliens. You got your basic, super, you know, kind of iffy graphics. It looks like he's been working on it for maybe a few months or something like that, but it's just way too early. I think a lot of this stuff is just way too early. You just need to sit on some of these projects for so much longer than you guys are sitting on them. Or you need to have a concept that is just immediately fun. What do I mean by that? Compound. Before the guy updated Compound is just fun. With just one level set, one gun, one kind of enemy. It's a goddamn blast. It's some of the most fun I've had in VR, period. If you're a VR developer, you need to go download Compound below for free. Download Gorn too while you're at it. Those are free games. And those are games that I would have no problem if I saw on Steam for 10 or 15 bucks. I wouldn't feel like you just bent me over dry and then, you know, said, oh, well, we're going to make a game and then in 6 months to a year it's going to come out. We all know that's not generally the case. As a very small percentage of these early access games ever turned into anything. And I'm not going to point out these people that have sent me games because I think that's terrible for them to send me games and then I'm like, look what they did. I have been sent so many games, you guys, that haven't made it on the channel. And so many of them haven't even been touched in 6 months. Like, the guy just gave up. Guys, multiple guys, lots of guys. They're just done. And that's kind of BS, that you can just make some super, super low-end project, super low-end, put it up for $8, $9. You know, you're going to get refunds, but there's a lot of people that might not even refund this. leave it on, play it too long. So you're going to make some money overall. There just needs to be more support for Steam to get, not more support, but there needs to be more quality control on Steam's end. I don't believe Brutal Legend should ever have made it onto the store whatsoever. Or Brutal Warrior. We just have to start focusing on making better games, but also at the same time stop taking us away from VR. You're taking me away from VR. I'm playing VorpX games. I'm going back to playing Elite and playing games that aren't in VR that I already own, but I'm not looking for them. So, and I want to look for new games. I want to be excited and wake up and go, whoa, what came out, like I did the first 2-3 months when I had my Vive. So again, I'm kind of ranting here. This is a rant video. But at the same time, the quality control has to be on a level that's just, it's not at. So Steam, you're super dropping the ball like epically hard. This shouldn't even be on here right now. It shouldn't be flooding up our time, wasting it, when somebody like is making a decent, high quality VR experience, but it's going to get kind of brushed under the rug because all this other crap's there, and it's going to be harder to find the good stuff. I get it, you want to make money, so, letting people sell their games on your storefront is a great way to make money. But at the same time, it's damaging the consumer base, in my opinion. One of the comments on Steam on Brutal Warrior was that, well, at the same time, we got to be careful. We don't want to, shut down people from, making games and putting them on there. But that's the thing. Statistically, percentage-wise, they don't get finished. They never get done. If you don't come to bat with something pretty interesting to begin with, in my opinion, early access, these are the ones that I've seen that are successful. You come to bat with a game that's either half done or 3/4 done. And then you add the last half or, a quarter of the game, and it becomes a charm. It's the game, in my opinion, that shows up at and I'm sure, don't give me examples of this working. There's a million examples of it not working. That's what I'm talking about, not the rare one where it works. There's just too many guys that have loaded something up, they've worked on it for just a little bit of time, and they're trying to get paid on it, and it sucks. Dude, we see right through that shit. This VR, that VR, flipping burgers, doing that, making top ramen. Okay, we get it. If you're not at least better than Job Simulator, so wait, dude. If you're not, your bow game that you're making isn't at least better than some of the best bow games that are out right now, give it a break. Are you making a zombie game right now? Oh, fuck, man. Give it a rest. Do something new and original. In my opinion, the best games in VR do unique things, and they feel really good, really quick, too. What are examples of that? Bow games. Some of the best bow stuff, like in the lab. Hollow Point. Hollow Point was immediately fun. It's really getting a lot of play just based on the fun movement. Those games are essentially terrible, but it's fun to do that. Build something around something that's fun to do on a basic level. Look at Hollow Ball. Hollow Ball is basically hardly even there. I mean, the graphics are like vector graphics, but it's amazing, and it immediately feels super good. Again, get a fun concept first, and then build a game around it. Make something fun. Don't say, hey, this is going to be fun in 6 months. Racket NX, same thing as Hollow Ball, but it feels different. It just goes to show you can do the Pong game where you're moving to things. These are all kind of gimmicky. I think the reason why gun games work so well is because they feel cool. But again, if you don't have cool guns and they don't, fire well, you just drop us off real quick. We're starting to see through the VR crap. There is enough games out there that if that new zombie game that comes out tomorrow sucks, I'll just go back to Raw Data or I'll go back to something else. I know they're coming. So, am I still ranting? Yeah, I'm still ranting, and you're still watching, so we're going to keep ranting. So anyways, please don't be that guy that is just making this garbage. Sit on your game a little bit more. Or even just don't even come to bat with some of this stuff. Some of this stuff shouldn't even, 80%, 75% of this stuff should be free. I've done some free games. There's what's that, Ichi site or something like that, where we get like Gorn and like Compound. Most of you guys should be putting your content up on there and then asking for a donation. And if it's really good, trust me, people will donate. Promise you that. I promise you that. I have not experience for myself, but I know some developers that are on there, and they do get donations. So I think that's a much better way of saying, hey, look world, I've created something. If you like it, leave me a donation, I'm working on it. You're not going to see videos of me singling out your game going, dude, this has got to stop if it was a free game. I mean, way to be the biggest dick in the world if I was to do that. So I'm going to link below the site that I'm talking about. I can't remember what it's called, Ichi something. And it's just a bunch of people uploading free games. There's all kinds of free games on there that are really great that people could be paying for. And if you think for a second that I'm being some kind of asshole right now, because I told these people to watch to the end, I make love letters to games. I made a love letter to Smashbox on here in video format. I made a love letter to Compound on here. So I have no problems if you're doing something really good, telling the world, hey, do more of this. Compound needs to be used as an example, in my opinion, of somebody that is like not selling his game enough. I hope that guy watches this video, and if you do, dude, did you see the comments in my video? There wasn't a few of them, but everybody that was there is like, this is the shit. We want a lot of it, and we want it really quick. We don't want to wait 6 months to a year for you to trickle feed us content. That game's the shit, and it's the shit now. So you gotta strike while the iron is hot. The iron's only gonna be hot for a little while, bro. Don't be like me, where I like look back over the last 10 years and be like, damn, I fucked that up a number of times because I had everybody's attention, and then I just trickle fed them this shit and screwed it up. Get a bunch of people on that. Figure out how to get some money, get working on that game. Other developers, if you're watching this, pay attention to what Smashbox did. Jeff, over at Big Box, and the Big Box formula, the Smashbox Arena formula is amazing. Okay, you guys, here it is. Here's the game that inspired this entire video right here. It's no longer on the market. The guy actually took it down I think the day after or the night of release. So basically, one of the first comments that was made on his forums was just wow. Somebody posted wow, and it went on to be a 23 post response of just people going, this shouldn't be on here. This is a complete crock. And yes, this is exactly what I was expecting. None of the buttons actually. He says there's 4 different punches. There's not 4 different punches. He says there's 4 different kinds of kicks. Yeah, this is like the biggest money grab I've ever seen. Just way to like work on something for the weekend, dude, and then ask people $9 for it on sale. Normal price $15. Now this is just robbery in my opinion. Now some people will say, well, you're gonna prevent games from coming out that are really good if you're so strict and nobody can upload their game. No, there needs to be a little quality assurance here. There needs to be some guy at Steam at least loading these games up. This is $9 worth of game to you? And wait, that's on sale. You want $15? You're robbing people, dude. You should feel absolutely terrible about yourself. And anybody that makes games like this or has an idea of making something so poor and then asking money for it, dude, you should be giving this kind of shit away and asking for a donation. This is the problem with early access right here. This is a prime example. It's too easy to create some crap over the weekend and then upload it, and you're good to go. Here you go. That's all Steam wants. The only reason he pulled it down, I guarantee you, is he saw the response that he got, and it's just bad faith at that point. You're never gonna, come on, we all know this isn't ever gonna be anything big. And it's just a complete pile, and it was a money grab, and that's what you did. It's not even a joke. You literally tried taking advantage of people. And I believe that there's a lot of other developers that are doing that same very thing. Downvote this if you don't like it, but you know what? You guys need to start doing a little bit better. You're taking advantage of the early access system. As I had said before, 90% of these games, they never make it out of early access. Most of you guys don't ever do what you say you're going to do. I've got tons of games that I've been given for free that you guys haven't even touched. So stop trying to take advantage of people. Stop trying to take advantage of VR. Stop building things like this. This isn't a fucking VR game, man. Come on. This is just a pile of shit. And it doesn't even play right. So, again, am I surprised here? Not at all, but this has just got to stop. Steam, you're dropping the ball severely. Some of these VR developer guys, that Ichi site, I can't remember what it's called. I'm going to link it in the comments below. You need to be uploading your content to there and asking for a donation. Look what the guy that made Gorn or Compound. They make these amazing games. They're not even asking for any money. This is just a pile of shit. Again, he took it off of the store though. It's gone. You can't even purchase this game right now. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna refund the fuck out of this thing. I'm gonna refund it so hard. I'm gonna refund it as hard as this lady is about to knock my ass out right there. Here, kick head stomper. Yeah, do it. Man, shit like this gotta stop, you guys. I'm not surprised. Not surprised though. Not surprised. Shit gotta stop.